Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab and all kinds of books, getting together some lessons so I can bring it to you. That's what I do for you. So you know how we do it. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. And there's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. Right thinking mission. I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with that? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. It's rhetorical. But if you know how to answer it for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not, and knows not that they know not, is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not. It's simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And somebody out, be true. I'm going to keep going. I'm in the lesson. I'm back in the tree of life. It's all about harnessing your aspects of your personality. We call it the principles or God and Goddess. I'm trying to break it down so you can understand it so you can actually use it because it works. Trust me. That's this. Now, right thinkers, we're talking about knowing and mastering the Neteru, that's what we call them, means you are what? Master of you, aka Heru. That's what you come here to do. Know thyself. I'm trying to get you everywhere I could to get you there. So like Malcolm tell you, by any means necessary. I use any and everything I could to use as what? Educational purposes. I'm here to educate you. Let's go. So where we at? Oh, I forgot my pen page. Oh no, I want back here. Okay, remember, harnessing your principles or aspects of your personality that you must master for yourself. Each or to gain what? Total mastery of oneself. That's the whole idea of knowing thyself. You have to master every aspect of your character. I'm giving it to you to do just that. So let's start with this one. For example, I've been laying them out there for you. This is going to be right between the eyes. For example, if you want to know about Set, aka your ego, that's more about you than anything else. You have to master him first. Why? If he's not mastered, you will never reach the height of Heru. Why? Because he's going to be in control of you. He's not going to let you. That's why. So, for example, you get to know about who? Your what? Own egoistic nature. We're egoistic by nature. So you need to understand that a lot of people, I don't have a clue. That's who you are. You identify with your ego. That's the id. Okay, Carl Jung made it real simple. It's called the id. Moving on. That's how you identify with yourself. I. Okay? They knew it. They told you, explained to you. We gave it character. The ego. He's the bad guy. He's a unique being. He's different. We gave you all kind of scenarios philosophically so that you can understand and learn about the ego. A lot of us still don't have a clue. So let's go. That's why I'm trying to teach you to know you. That's part of you, your ego. And that's the first letter, the first ring on the ladder of going up the tree of life is what? Set and that. Knowing yourself, the ego self, okay? And knowing that the physical body is going to die. Okay? Break that down for you right quick. I'm going to just use those two. Matter of fact, set, that, and I think we're going to put I set in there. Why? These is parts of your character that you really need to master. So let's go. I'm trying to help you out. Where we at? So now, you get to know about your own egoistic nature. Okay, that's the best part. And your desires, whether they're perverted, good, whatever, but you're going to learn about them, and it's up to you to deal with them. Your desires and your futility as a human being, knowing your limits, as well as what? The illusory nature of your ego. It lives in its own mind. It wants what it wants, when and how it wants it. Okay? So, knowing about the ego, control that's one part. But then his mate is Neteru. That's his wife. And together, they make nothing. So, ego, immortality, that's humans, will perish. Neteru allows you to what? Know about death, your mortalities, your finite part of your life. The physical body will die. Now, learning and understanding early, you shouldn't be 67 years old worried about dying. Oh, I'm going to die. Yeah. You've been worrying about that since you come in the world. You got other things to deal with. Don't worry about that. It's going to happen on its own. Or somebody may help you along the way, but don't fear that. Moving on. Next, that should just be understood. The ego should just be controlled. Now you can move on. Those are things you need to have for yourself. Okay? Moving on. So, that teaches you about the transit nature of life. The ego teaches you about yourself. Sometimes it ain't good. But all of these descriptions right now are really just superficial. Why? Because you're just getting started. And what needs to happen is that there needs to be a deeper study by you, the individual. It's called sheeting. Okay, deep study means you putting the work in. We call it due diligence. Same thing. Okay, work. Each principle. It ain't saying, well, I learned how I master set. No, you still got that. I said, okay. And everybody else that comes down the line, you need to master that aspect of your character. Hope it's getting across. But right now, what needs to happen, you need to show each principle, each god and goddess, each aspect of your character with mastering it one at a time. And after that study, hard work and perseverance, what happened? Now comes what? Reflection. Reflection on what? On the principle, the philosophical concept, the mythological story, everything that comes with that, you need to know that. My God and goddess is like family. I got all my goddess in me. Male and female don't make a difference. Why? Because they're all aspects of the same person, you. And after you reflect, you give it some good thought, you ponder it. A lot of people don't reflect. Sit back and go back over in your mind what you did, things you think you should have done a certain way. That's called checking yourself. Okay, so everybody should reflect. What happens then? After you reflect on it, now comes what? Ding, 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 my favorite, meditation. Oh, but I don't care what you thought. Meditation after reflection locks it in to where it's going to be there for a minute. A lot of times we hear something, and go in one there, ain't thought twice about it. Okay? These are lessons in life that you need to pay close attention to. All right? So after reflection, once the meditation, you're meditating on the principle. One of them. My favorite girl. You see me doing that. Why? Because when I first started studying, she was the ultimate, as far as I'm concerned, and I put everything on Mayat. It was Mayat this, Mayat that. Yeah, everything was, trust me, and it haven't changed. Okay? I got the rest of them, yeah, but my favorite, I let you know. With children, you ain't supposed to have a favorite. Man, stop that nonsense. Just keep it real. I like you. Why? Because you're more like me than the rest of the little, moving on, just get personal. Get out of there. But then, once you meditate, that means you bringing it to God, so to speak, in your mind. You're locking it in. You're getting familiar with it. Why? You start living it. This is the best part. This is the best part for me. Why? This is what I do. And this is your thoughts. Then, as your thoughts have been led where? Through the process. This process, what You will manifest what? Those principles. How? Through living them, physically, actually doing them. Okay? Action. Bringing a thought to action. That's manifestation. You can think about it. You got to use the mind, the body, and the speech. Makaru. That's how I speak. I'm talking to you. Honest from the heart. I'm not here to deceive, cheat, or BS you. I'm here to teach you, so I ain't got time for lying. So that means what? Speaking Makaru in a way that the principles speak. If you're going to act like Set, you might not want to run around here trying to kill your brother and plot and plan to do a whole bunch of evil stuff. You got to realize that's the quality. You want to put that under control. When you turn him loose, he's going to do what he do. I had henchmen. I call them dogs. When I sick my dog on you, he's not going to do nothing but bite you. So that's what I'm trying to say. Set is that dude. You keep him under control. That's what I'm trying to say. But he's one of the few. But so if you want to be like our Set, there we go. Watch this. Then you speak wisdom. Okay? You study her wisdom teachings. Did that verse in her. You study wise thoughts. Why? So you can speak them. I'm just saying. And then what? You will be able to act in the ways that she acted. She was a mother to her child. She was a good husband. She's a good wife to her husband, dedicated. All those good things. Those are qualities that you can use. That's what I'm saying. You got to, use your qualities. That's what they're for. And you learn what? You learn how she act by studying what? Her myths. Oh, she got some stories. Man, she's a bad mamma jamma. Again, you learn them and you want to emulate them. So you use that, what you learn about them, you start emulating. I only back my dad. I took his mannerisms. I took his way. Yeah, you emulating them. Same thing. We tell you, be like Mike, be like this. They was telling us that a long time ago. But you used it to your benefit, okay? So where we at now? I done lost my place. But okay, when you pick that God or goddess that you're going to, the aspect of your character, you put the work in. And once you get it where you want it, you move on to the next one. Hence, master that level and move on to the next level. At every level is a different technique and different quality that you can add to your personality. That's going to help you. That's the name of the game. You learn the myths. And then you apply. There you go. A lot of stuff we do, we don't what? Apply it. I'm giving you information why, so you can apply it. Get a little excited, sorry. But those who what? Practice when? Day by day. You bring it into your life. You incorporate it. You become Isis. Nobody got the word. I'm Isis. I'm a Set. No, you just incorporate the qualities that she had. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Hope you get an understanding. And what happened? You will discover her where? Within you. That's the whole point of knowing your God and goddesses. Yourself. Whether or not you are male or female. The quality Maya represents a female. That doesn't mean I'm female. No, that means her qualities that you live by. It just gave her the female qualities. That's all. Tahuti is the opposite. He's the wisdom. He's the constant. One at a time. Let's stick with the eyes. I know them all so easy. I can just run through them and, but I don't want to confuse you or get you, caught up. But spend your time, learn one at a time, and you master it, and you will see the progress in yourself. Damn what somebody else see. Could care less about you are the master of what you do for you. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Where we at? As the infamous, okay? Now, knowing, again, having knowledge about something don't mean shit. Excuse me. Don't mean jack. Sorry. But I'm tired. I know. You don't know. You can know, but you ain't practicing. Knowing the particular Neteru principles in its different forms is one of the first, important steps in learning about all the particular principles being spoken about. You take them one at a time. I hear people say, I gotta live life one day at a time. Ain't no other way you can do it. Moving on, I ain't gonna deal with that nonsense. But all these figures of speech that sometimes we just say something stupid and stuff. Get them, George Wallace, he'll break it down. But again, you are to realize that knowing the Neteru, God and goddesses aspects within yourself, aka cosmic forces. Remember, leads you to what? The Neteru, supreme being. You want to get to the one, the transcendental, the all, God. And these are all aspects that you can use to make that happen. Moving on. Now, as for the process, okay, I call it right thinking. Enjoying in what? The Anuian Tree of Life concepts, that's the pathway. It's simple, yeah, but what? Not necessarily easy. Why? Because you got to apply. You got to put the work in. A lot of people start out down here. We all start out. But the higher you go up, the less you see. For a reason. It's a fact of life. You can either be down here or you can be up there. Your decision. Moving on. And like I say, it's not necessarily easy, but for the many, the multiplicity and the differentiation is at the bottom of what? The one. The singular. I'll show you the map. You got Ra up top. You got Heru, at the bottom. They're connecting. You got to go through all these people what to get to him. That's why, conceptually. Into the dragon. Everybody has a process. Charlotte Mouse. Everybody got to master each level to find themselves. That's all. Find what works for you. That's all. Moving on. I'm like Kwai-Tang Kane. I took a ball. I got all the guiding goddesses. And it's over 2,000. Just letting you know. So yeah, I'm constantly saying, oh yeah, learning. Again, still learning. I'm a student in life. I'm a master teacher of what I know. So I'm still learning. So what, that I can teach it? Moving on. And if I implement it and I master it, that gives me all the right to teach. Wrapping it up right quick. One thing you should realize in this lessons, and that we're emphasizing the importance of what? Rituals and understanding each principle for what it represents, and then you can use it. The rituals, okay, they do what? They reinforce the will. As a Mason, I love the ritual when I'm bringing somebody in. I love the ritual of letting them know what we're doing. I love the ritual when I bring them to the third degree. After that, it become, but that's the beauty part of it. Seeing them progress. As a teacher, I just love that aspect. Okay, seeing them go from here to there, raising from the dead level to the living level. I'm always proud of that. Taking you from ignorance to enlightenment. I'm doing it right now. Moving on. Let me wrap this up. Again, I appreciate you. And, I forgot. My dude told me, slow down. You ain't going to a fire. So I forgot about that, my man. Appreciate it. But it's so much. I try to get out so fast. So, okay, but slow it down. Gotcha. All right, rituals. They also what? To do the ritual, you are attracting, invoking what? The force. Right? They get around to get everybody. I'm on a prayer line every week. I understand it. What? That's what it's all about. I know that. Trust me. And it works collectively. Yeah. Again, everybody on the same vibration, it get recognized. That's the purpose of the ritual, to invoke the spirits, to bring them there. Be they good or bad. Spirits don't give it don't care what you use it for. It's just there. So when you get into the next level, get too fast, slow down again, you go ahead of the game. So if you are doing what? The program, the process, the ritual for certain goddess, you now what? You unveil the image, you read her stories, you give the chants, you sing songs, etc. You show homage and pay respect to that particular goddess. With me, it would probably be Mayat. Okay, no problem with that at all. I got Mayat everywhere. Okay, understand that. Related to that goddess, again, showing them respect by what? Using what they represent in yourself. That's how you show God respect. And what he do? Bless you. Moving on. It all, you can't get around it. And you talk about what's this? You talk about her, myths. I can do that all day. Why? I know them. So, but I also put that quality in me so I can be like her. Again, you talk about her stories, okay? You somewhat live them. My pastor, he living that Bible. That's funny as hell to me. I'm laughing because he's living what he's preaching. I ain't got a problem with that. And it's amazing when people do that, you gotta respect that. Moving on. And guess what? He still get hated. So I don't feel bad. If the God-fearing man, the God-living man, if he get hated on, who am I to worry about why? I ain't no different. Simple. I'm just a sage. He's a saint. Told you that. But it's all about what? Knowing her glories. And you can share her, even what? Her sorrows. When her husband died, she wailed, okay, for a while, her and her sister, okay. When they had funeral processions, they would go get them. Why? Because they were well. Okay, they lost it. Okay, that's where that whole idea come from. But when her son died, nah, she wasn't having that. She stopped everything. Told God, listen, fix this conceptually. But that's the power that you want to have. To communicate with God personally. Okay, He should hear you. We pray. We give it. My pastor. We think that He gonna take it to God. They don't know that I take it to God too. I just don't tell them. Okay, so they get blessed from both ends. Again, I do mine behind the scene. I ain't got to be like, look, I'm praying for you. I got you covered. I make sure you do. That's no, irrelevant. When you do what you do for people, that's a selfless service. So you don't want to know everybody jumping around what you're doing. No. Do it down here. Okay, do it for the right reason. That's all. And then watch this. You deal with her sorrows as well as her triumphs, and you partake in them. And that attracts what? Her energy. That's what you want. That energy. That is related to that said goddess. Again, that's just one of them. I just gave you a little bit of ego, a little bit of nature, and some wisdom. And I said, represents immortality. Okay, that's the lesson. Oh, I got a whole bunch of more coming. We just want to spin it. Keep the minutes down to a minimum, I guess. Okay, I know your memory's a long mosquito thing, so I don't want to get you too fast. I'm going to slow it down. Hopefully, you get a better understanding. But in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100, me 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers have passed away. I'll be back with more knowledge for you. I got you.